I just realized that my mic was muted. So let's start anew. Welcome everybody to day 29 of the Submerge, the development stream. Today I'll try to make a physics-based background for the main menu. So last stream I started to create new items that are only physics based, and therefore they will only have the collision and the sprite and some behavior just to scale them. So let's see. So let's recap. So I made some of the items already, but there are some items that there still needs to be done. So let's keep going with that. And let me check my notes for which items I'll be creating today. So we had the macarons, cookies, the s'mores, the donut, the brownie, and now we need to make the tiramisu. So let's go to the scenes, my following items, a new inherited scene. Let's call that. Can I call that something? Okay, so let's call this. What was it? I totally forgot. And it was. Yeah, tiramisu. So I really forgot. Today is not my brightest day, so yeah. Tiramisu. Okay. So let's go get the item properties that I already did by. So let's grab these resources, and also let's change the sprite here in the search. I should have the tiramisu here. Let's focus on that. Let's do that, and I need to add the new collision shape. So let's go add a collision polygon, and let's start. I don't want that, so let's start making the polygon like that. I could try to reuse the one that's used in the items in the game, but this is not a hard task to do, so that's okay. I have that tiramisu. I think it's already done. Let me check real quick. Yeah, let's keep going. I would love to have. And okay, so an Eckler is next. So the drone is already done. I need to start learning how to create editor tools just to be quicker in order to create this kind of items. Because that should be very useful. But well, I'm still learning Godot, so just bear with me. It's not that complicated for now, and it shouldn't be for this game. By the way, I think I've done that. Okay, I did that correctly. Let's assign the bear source, and this, I think this as a capsule, it's okay. So let's create a collision shape. Let's make that a capsule, and I will need to rotate that. Yeah, I know. So yep, let's do that. Let's make that there and a little bit shorter. And I think we can move that there. And that should be it. So let's assign the collision shape. I could make some kind of function that automatically search for a tail node, but maybe in the future I will do something like that. Alright, for today. So yeah, let's keep going. A couple of them are already done. So also this is easier if I do that in my desktop PC, but right now. But the purpose of this challenge, or the purpose why I'm telling myself, is to create everything from an Android device. So I will try to stick with that. So next one is the pudding. I don't know how it's pronounced. I suppose pudding. Let's go desserts. Pudding. So let's go there, because I need to add that view. Okay, let's create a collision polygon this time, and let's do that by starting, I don't know, here, mostly, yeah, there, and there, and there, and there, and there, and there, and there we go. I think that's okay. This should be one up, I think. Yeah, that's it. That's okay. Alright, let's assign that collision polygon here, and we're done. Let's rename the falling item to not donut but pudding. So what? Okay, it's okay. So, alright, that's done. Let's save that and keep going. Just a couple more left, because we need to make so that was the pudding. So cheesecake, key lime pie, and the cinnamon roll. So let's keep going. Created scene. Let's call not that, not you, the cheesecake. And add us. We already know the source. Let's change this for that. Focus on the item. Zoom in to create the collision polygon. This and start drawing. So one here, one there, one there, there, yes, one there, and there. And there we have it. Perfect. Assign the collision polygon and save that. Okay, two more. Two more and we are done. So new inherited scene. Change the name to the key line by. Add the resource. And focus on here. I said focus on here. Change the sprite. This one. And add the collision polygon. With that, and I need a little bit more zoom. So let's try from here, not there, but okay. So okay, I will work with that. There, and there. But we will move that in, not there. I don't want you. Go away. There, I don't like this. So why are you complaining? Because of that. Maybe we'll move that there. And maybe we can remove this one and just do something like this. And that's because I don't want the collider to be concave, because it's easier for the collision calculations, and we don't need a pixel perfect collision, so that's okay. I'll add the collision polygon here, and the last one. So new inherited scene. Change the name for the cinnamon roll. And add a quick load. Cinnamon roll. Change the sprite for the one in here. Focus on that. I think we can use. I don't know. Let me check. Was the cinnamon roll a? Did it have a circle collision shape? No, a capsule. Right. Okay. Well, let's do that. Also, I was hesitating to create a capsule, but yeah, capsule. We need to rotate that 90 degrees, well, a little bit more than 90. So, well, this is 90 degrees. I want you to be smaller, and I want you to be here-ish. So I need you to be one tad smaller, and you. So if I move this in here, so it's always well, then I can live with that being little there. Yeah, I can live with that. Saying that, all right. So yeah, I think that's it. So we should have how many? Should have the same in one place under 12. 5 and 6, 11, and then 12. So here we have 5 and then 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, but we don't have the default up here, so that's okay. All right. Okay, so that's done. So let's go to the main menu. So I won't need this in any stretch of the imagination. So let's remove that. Let's go back to there. Let's get up here. So we have the different spawners. So let's add a new script, and let's call it main menu spawners, something like that. So let's call that main menu spawners, and create that. Okay. So as always, a class name called main menu spawners. And what we will need a export var spawners, and that will be an array of node2d. Also, I will need an export var calling items, and that will be an array of calling item. I think it was. Yeah. Okay. Array of calling item. No, an array of practicing. Yeah, we'll need that. So I will also need a one ready for my timer, and it will be a timer, and that should be added here. Not by that. That's a timer, and yeah, let's do an auto start, and this will be. Oops, I can fill up. Just timer, and what did you complain about that? Okay. So, also, let's do a, well, not here, but there, because I want to more visible, and export var mean time. Then it's a float, and it will be a value of 0.1 seconds, and then export for max time. That can be a float also of I think 0.5, I think. So I want my timer to go from 0.1 seconds to 0.5, and I don't know if I will do that or I will have every spawner. Yeah, maybe I should. I think I should. I don't need the timer here. Maybe I should do that. So let's remove this timer, and I need to add a timer in every single one of them. I could do that. No, not that way. I could do that by creating this as scene, but it's okay. So yeah, I think I should need that because I want every single one to be different. So yeah, that's what I will need. To have my spawners, it's an array of node2d. It won't be an array of node2d, it will be an array of spawners. So let's add a script here. So create that. Yeah, class name will be just spawner, I think. Yeah. So here I will need the onReady var timer, and this will be a timer, and this will be a dollar timer. So for meantime, it's not a semicolon, but a colon, a float, and it will be 0.1. Let's do an export here. Export bar and export for max time. I think also a float and will be 0.5. I think so. Well, this shouldn't be an export. It doesn't need to be an export because I will do that on the main. So here in the main menu spawners, I will have this, but I will call it spawn time and max on time. All right. So a couple of functions. Let's see. Let me think about this. So I will need a function to set the max and min time for the spawners, and also a function to so the spawners also need the following items. I think that's so we'll just do that. So let's call the spawner just a var items array. Okay, and we will use that to okay. So what we also need here is to do a signal timeout on timer timeout, and here we will spawn, but I need to check because right now we have that done. This is not done, but if I add here where are my scripts, a spawner here, open that, and I will load. I will check that, so the timeout is not. So let's do that for every single one. Where are my scripts here? That, and open that, and load that. And for that one, let's do exactly the same. So this is why I need a okay. Okay, so let's do that differently. Yeah. So I will remove this those ones. Let's create just one spawner for now, and then I will, yeah, and that, and payment spawners. This is a spawners. So yeah, let's do that, and I will check on that later. So okay, so here, why you not? Okay, no, I don't need no. Where did you? Did you put that? Where? Not on the main menu, you silly. Disconnect that. I don't want it to the main menu. Come on, don't be. Not that way. No. Really? Oh, okay, time out. I do not want it on the main menu. I want it on the spawner. To create that in here. Should be able to do that. But why? Okay, I seems to have forgotten how this works. Are we in the spawner? Yes, we are in the spawner. Okay. So that, and we will use a function spawn item, and should get nothing and returns nothing. And then here I need a var rnd, and it's a random number generator.new. So this is a random number generator. Okay, so now I need a var index item index is an integer, and it's a rnd dot run the range between 0 and items array dot size. Do you have a length? No. A count? Or do you have a count? Or do you have a size also? I think it's a size -1 if I'm not wrong. So random number generator. So let's do a run the range. Run the range, sin integer between true and to inclusive. So then we need to have the -1. Okay, and then just because if item index, why is complaining? Something is complaining. Why are you complaining? Makes use of tabs and spaces here because of that. For that. What are you? Why are you mad? Somewhere I have an extra space or something like that. Okay, let's do that from Why are you complaining? But why are you mad? Really? What? What are you complaining about? What are you complaining about? I hate when this happens. So let's do that. And another one, do a var rnd. It's a random number generator, and it's equals to randomer.new. And you're not complaining by that, right? Are we okay? I think so. So if our item index, and it's an integer, and it's an rng dot run the range from 0 to items array dot size -1. Are you still complaining? Okay, seems to be okay. So if item index less than 0, or well, if item index is less than 0, then item index is 0. If item index greater or equals than items array dot size, then item index is equals to items array dot size -1. This is just because I don't want anything to be broken. I know that it shouldn't, but you never know. So yeah. Okay, so our instance is a, I don't know, I think it's a node to the, it's equal to items array from item index dot instantiate. So instance dot position is equals to self dot position. And how did they get the root? I did that somehow. I don't remember how. Main menu spawners, no, not here, but the filing item. I think I did something like that. No, where did I get? I think I used that somewhere, but I cannot remember where. It went. Come on, stop it. So where was I? I think on spawn item here. Yes. I need you here. So there. Dot add child. Instance true, and that's it. Okay, so whenever the timer goes out, we do a spawn item, and we need to have a function set min max time, and we will have a min timer time, that is a float, and a max timer time, that is also a float, and that returns nothing, and we just do a time is in timer time, and max time is max timer time. Okay. Then we have a function that is set timer time. Gets nothing, returns nothing. And this we will make a var rnd. Also, it's a random number generator, and it's generator.new. And we'll use a var timer time to be rnd a float, and to be rnd dot run the range from in time to max time, and then we will have my timer dot timeout. No, that's a signal. Wait time or time left? No, I think it's wait time. Check. It's wait time. Okay, so timer dot wait time will be my timer time. So whenever we have that, the timer timeouts, and we set the timer time. All right. So that should be it for this part. So on my main menu spawners, we have that. So let's do an ready function. So when everything is ready, we need, for now we do a pass. So we need a function set spawners timer, nothing, and returns nothing. All right, so let's see. So for my spawner in spawners, can I do something? Spawner is a spawners. I think I can do that. So spawner dot. By the way, for convention, this is public, so I will remove the underscore. And also, we need a function set items to spawn, and that will get a items to spawn, and it's an array of packet scene. I think I can do that, and and it returns nothing, and then my items array will be items to spawn. That should be it. So on my main menu spawners, I will have my spawner dot set min max time with min spawn time and max spawn time. Also, we'll do a spawner dot set items to spawn to be my falling items. So that should be for that, and then I do a let's that there. So set spawners timer. That should be, I think. So let's try to run that and see what's happening. If something breaks, maybe it will break something. Yeah, it's not working because I need to be here and then make that and then make a set timer time, and I need to do a timer dot start. So let's try again. Nothing's happening. See the remotes. That spawners, and well, this is not. No, that seems to be okay, but I haven't assigned anything, so that's why. Because we need that, so for these spawners, let's go to the 2D. So we have one there. So do that on the next one. That will be, I don't know, there. And another one that will be like there. And another one that will be something like that. And another one that will be there. And another one there. And I'm just eyeballing everything, so let's move someone there. So yeah, but I don't want it to be like super ordered and symmetrical and so on. I just want to be. I do something like that now. So okay, spawners. Can I just do this? I don't think I can. Can I just do that? Yes. But I can't. I will remove this. I will do something like that. Yeah, no, I can't. Well, but it's supposed to be. Yeah, can I check everything now? Okay, so add assign 2. Okay, add assign 3. Add assign 4. 5. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7. 8. 9. Alright, so that is for that. Let's try to go here and do something like that. Just select everything and let's see if I can put that in here. Perfect. Alright. Yay. So you're done. Alright. So I think that should be. Oh, I'm an idiot. Oh, and deleted. Let's remove that. Let's that because that won't work at all. Because I need to get this spawner. So first, let's go for one spawner only, because I need to check that this signal is correct. So yeah. And as always, I'm not doing that perfect, because I need to add this spawner here, and here I will do what I did before there, because that is okay. So let's try again. Yay! Look at that! Woo! Nice. That's super nice. I love this. I really love this. Yeah. So I won't need like 10. Like I was having before. I think I will go by, I don't know, like just 4 of them. Yeah, I really like that. Okay. So now I need to have this and export it as a scene. So let me check what was that. Save branch as scene. Yeah. In my scenes, yeah, I have a spawner. Yes. So save that. So now it's correctly done. So let's go by the 2D. So now I can go here and add a new spawner here, and I can move that like, I don't know, there, like that. Add another one there, and move that there, and add another one and move that there. Yeah. So now I can use this thing. Okay, so now I need to assign a spawner here, add one, assign the spawner 2 here. Oh, sorry, I need to be away for a second. Sorry. Alright, I'm back. Okay, so let's continue. I have done this. Which one is this? Second one. Okay, let's keep going. 3 and 4. So that should be it. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, this is what I want. I really like that. Yeah, yes. Well, not that way. Okay, this is chaos now. This is okay. This won't be alright, but that's okay. That's okay. Don't worry about that. I love that. I really love that. So, okay, so that's working, and now if I do, it won't be. It will never be the same. So every single time you open the game, this will be different, and that's what I want. So, okay, let's do something else. So we need to know when to stop. So let's add a collision shape. And no, not a collision shape. No, an area. I think an area 2D will be enough. So okay, let's do an area 2D. Yeah, and let's this area 2D. So it needs a collision shape. So let's add this area to the A collision shape. Okay, and this collision shape will be a rectangle shape that will move. We will move here, and we will stretch right there, and I think there. Do that there. Maybe a little bit up, so something like that. That's it. So yeah, I have this area 2D. Let's do the signals. Body entered. I think that should be body entered. I don't really know if that will work exactly as I want, but okay. So let's do a function. Stop owners. And that will be void. So again, we'll do something like this. So but for now, let's do a pass. Okay. So in my spawner.td, I need a function stop spawn, and that will return nothing. And what we need is timer dot stop. Start now. Stop. There. That should be it. So if I go back to my menu spawners, it should be a spawner dot stop spawn. So that should stop everything from spawning more items than needed. So let's try that. So that's it. It's not stopping. Okay. I don't know how to check this. It's really not stopping. So, let's do, oh, yeah, maybe this is why it's not stopping. Okay, we need to move this up. I don't know how big are they, so yeah. So let's see if that is okay. No, still it's not okay. Okay, I think that's it. Alright, it seems to be stopping. So, but just to check, we'll do a print. S is stopping, and we'll say that the percentage is name. so let's see. Yeah, they're going on, and everything and everyone's stopping. Perfect. So that's done. Okay. Oh, so by the way, this is not the output system. So this is finished. Oh, what's the name, by the way? Finishing menu. I forgot to update that, but let's read. Also, just like that. I think it's better because it's completely possible. Now it's possible to do it, so let's do that. Doesn't seem to be moved in my screen. There we go. Yeah, okay. Perfect. So, alright, so now we have a main menu that is more dynamic, but I need to have a option system. So yeah, we'll need to have a button, but I don't know where to put it. Let me see. So where do I put a settings button? Maybe here? Maybe here. So I could do that like on the corner, on a corner, or maybe just put that here in the middle. But I think I will make some kind of cogwheel icon and put that here. I think. Yeah, maybe. I think that will be a better way to do that. Maybe. So let's see. Let's add here a new button. Okay, texture button. Okay, and this will be put in here, and that will be an options button. Let's add some textures just to look that. So I will move that in here. So I want it to be like there-ish. It won't be as big though. So something, I think something like that maybe. To be there. I think. Yeah, I think I could do that there. By the way, the order 10. Okay. And I will need to create this new button. But for now, I won't do that. So let's do the functionality. I think I did the pressed button. Yeah. So pressed on options, pressed. Right. So here I will need also a new let's see, because we have here the pause. I think something like the pause button, the pause menu. So let's open the pause menu scene. Something like this, but I want to have a music and music and sounds and some checkbox. So this is okay. I think I will, yeah. So pause menu, let's duplicate that, the options menu. So I want the options menu, and I will remove this. So let's center on that. Let's do that. So I will remove those buttons. Sorry. Let's see what we can have. Can we have a slider? Yeah, horizontal slider. Create that. Does it has? I don't know how this works, by the way. The ordering of the background is 0. The horizontal slider should be at least 1. But I don't. Oh well, maybe it's because it's here. Let's move that in there. And I don't know how this works, by the way. So minimum value 0, min value is 100, step by 1. Okay. Found it. What's the difference? Okay, so I really don't know how this works. Is something that has to do with that? No, it's not. No, scrollable. I don't know. Click on borders. No, I don't know. 20. 800. How does this work? I really don't know how this works, because it's like we have that, and it's supposed to be able to move, but I don't know how to define this. So, maybe if I do this, okay. So tick count, I don't know, like 20 or something like that. Okay. All right. So I want my music to be there, and I would love to have it bigger. And how do I change the graphical design of this? Well, that's okay, but I don't know the difference with that. Fix position. No. Okay, documentation. No, exponential edit. So, hello Richard, no. Lesser, no. Edit max value, mean value page, page size, no. Ratio, no. Rounded. Okay, yeah, step value. Okay, but how I make a custom one? Well, let's duplicate that. Maybe I can make unique. Can I make it unique? Do I need to make it unique? Maybe. So let's move that in there. So I want this to be, come on, or there to be that. Maybe I will move both of them a little bit down, like something like that. Okay, I will make them a little bit shorter if I can. Something like that. Because I want to move that there and have maybe a button. I have a checkbox. A check button. Maybe a checkbox. I can have an icon. So, what are you doing? Okay, you are just annoying because of being annoying. No, that's not what I want. So, because if I do that, I don't want exactly to be that. So I don't want text, I want the icon. Nah, I think that won't work. Do that maybe a little bit bigger, but so I want that to be there. Duplicate that because I want this one to be here. And that should be like this will be the music slider, and this will be the sound slider, and this will be the enable music, and this one will be enable sound. So for now, that's what we will do. And also I will need so every single one of these have an ordering of, say, 5. So I want them on the foreground. I need to try to create custom ones. I don't know how. So that the theme overrides icons here. Okay. So I can't have something like that. Yes. All right. So that's how it works. And for the enable, I think I can do the same. Like, because I want not a color fonts icons here. Okay, I want that. So the uncheck can be there. All right. I can do that. Perfect. So yeah, that's what I need to do. All right. So that's nice. Also, I want a couple of labels. A label, and this will be my music volume label. And this will be here. So will be like 100% there. So label settings, I need to create a new one with that font and Godot. It was the which one? Right bounce. Let's do a sizing up. Let's move that there. Let's do a 42, something like that. So let's move that. Not there. There. Let's do an outline of a color and a size of 10. A bit of shadow. And move the offset by, I don't know, 5 and 5. And maybe I can. Oh no. No. Just maybe 1 and 1, 2. I want it to be a little bit noticeable, so yeah, something like this. Okay, yeah, that looks alright. So let's hit that. Double set, make it unique, and move this down in not there, in here, and also the music slider. The value will be 100, and this one will also be 100 because we want to have these are not aligned. All right. 72. Yeah, you're right. Okay. And also those ones, the value will be um there and there. There. What are my signals? Yeah, I need to use the toggle. All right, so that um, so I will do something like this. By the way, can I? Okay, so what we can do with the sliders? So I don't want to be so not scrollable to count. 20 it's okay. Take some borders, text position, exponential. Can I link the value to a can I link a value to a label? I don't really know. So okay, so this is just this. It's called a horizontal slider, right? Edge slider. So let's search for that. Of that I want. What did you do? Right? Okay. So let's check. Let's see. Godot for edge slider link value to label. Okay, suggest that. Okay, so what is this? An asset library. I can do my own. I think I will do my own. Okay. So we need. Oh, right. We need a couple of. We need a script. A couple of scripts. So I want to create a new script. Okay. In menu, project, settings. My globals are. Okay, so yeah, are scripts only. So for example, my scripts, my DM signals are extends node. Okay. So let's create a new script that will be options. Let's call it DM options because of reasons. Okay, so class name DM options, and we will have a var music volume at let's say float at 1.0. Our music enabled with a boolean. That's true. We have our sound volume, and it's also a float, and it's 1. And our sound enabled, that's a boolean, and it's true. For now, that should be. And by the way, let me change the sliders to be max value 1 and a step of 0.1. That should do. And this is 1 and a step of 0.1. So that should do. Save that. Let's check that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, maybe we can do a 0.01 and a 0.01 to have 100. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. So we have the options. So let's go to project settings, globals, and add a new script that is DM options. Open that, and it will be DM options. Under that, they close. So what we have here, yeah, no, I don't need anything about this. Okay, I need another button. Let's create a class name. Options menu. And I will need another button, close. So let's add a new button. But here, so give me this. I have that tool in my list. Okay, done. So okay, I need a button. Yeah, but well, maybe not this button. There was some paying attention. So let's add a texture button. Okay, that let's move this texture button here. So because of that, I will need to move everything there. This button to be here will be a close. So let's go with the textures. And I know that sorry, I'm dying. So I know that's not the correct one, but wait. No, not that one. Then add this texture. And my last will be that. my region. Will be like that. And yeah, but just to have that. Okay. All right. Yeah. Also, let's check everything that's not the background, but everything is in order 5. Then I will put the flash menu wherever. Okay. All right. So that's it. So we need to add signals of value change like that. Same that. Same with the enable like that, and same with that. And this will be a prosthetics button, and we will also add this one, connect to that. Okay. All right. So yeah, and we will need a already our some music value label, and that's a label, and this will be a music volume label, and this should be sound volume label. So we have that, and same ready bar sound value label, and this should be a label also, and this will be my sound volume label, not 2. I think is that. And also we will need our current music value, that is a float, and this will be 1.0 by default. Our current music enabled is a boolean that it will be true by default. Current sound value also a float 1.0, and our current sound enabled. I don't know if I need this, but I don't think I need this. We'll do that. So in the so function ready, we'll need to have our music value will be dm options dot music volume. Current music enable will be dm options dot music enable. Current sound value will be dm options dot sound. Why did you did that. Sound volume again. And current sound enabled to be options that sound enabled. So function initialize components with the that, and it's a void, and I need also my sliders. So already for music slider is an H slider and is color music slider. Already for sound slider, it's an H slider also, and it's my dollar sound slider. Already for music checkbox is a checkbox, and it's my dollar music enable music, and already sound checkbox is also a checkbox and is my dollar enable sound. So okay, so now I have everything. I need to initialize components. So my music slider dot value will be my current music value. My sound slider dot value will also be my current sound value. My music checkbox dot, do you have a value? No. Check. No. Button pressed. Yes, will be my current music enabled, and my sound checkbox will be my button pressed will be the current sound enabled. Is it button press, or can I do a sound checkbox toggle? What is this? Toggle mode? What is toggle mode? What's that? Toggle mode. To the button is in toggle mode, makes the button flip state between pressed and unpressed each time. So it's clicked. Yeah. Button pressed through the button state is pressed means the button is pressed down or toggled. Toggle mode is active. Only works if toggle mode is true. Alright. So toggle mode should be true on both. I suppose they are. Yes. They are in toggle mode. Okay. Okay. All right. So also, so toggle mode is already done. So okay. So I need a function to update labels. Let's say void. So I will have my music value label to text is my str. Okay, this is weird. Okay, my current music value times 100. I think. I think that should be current sound enabled. Prior to complaining about now current sound enabled, now current sound value and sound volume table. So that should do. Just test it out. Well, if I don't do the update labels, and whenever my music slider is done, so my current music value will be my value, and update labels. Same here. Current sound value will be value, and update labels. And this will be my current music enabled. Be toggle on, and here my current sound enabled will be my toggle on. And then we can have here a new function update option values that will be returning nothing, and we have my DM options dot music volume is our current music value. The DM options dot sound volume is our current sound volume. DM options dot music enabled is our music enabled, and same for sound. So we did that, and take the labels. Whenever we do something like that, we need to update option values. There. Okay, so let's check if that is working somehow. Okay. But I need to do this. Can't I do that? Oh no. Okay. Alright. Okay, so we need to do here and initialize components. There. So let's say that my options are not 1, but 0.5, and my sun volume is 0.8. Wait, 0.8, but it is disabled. Alright, I should be doing that and that and that and that. Okay. Alright, so that should work. By the way, let me stop the music just now. Okay, so we have volume. We have a little bit of sound. I think I need to. Yep, I think I need to. I did. I did reduce. Okay, so let me. Um. So my sick. Give me a sec. So this should be on 0. And let me check because I did reduce the volume of the tracks. Okay. It's alright. Okay, I think it sounds okay. Alright, so let's check from the beginning. Okay. Oh, something has broken. Something is broken. What happened? What? What is this? Post menu 28. This? No. Okay, let's clear everything. Let's see why it's not working. What's going on? Why are you complaining? Why is the post menu complaining here? If there is nothing, are you in the game? So we have the post menu, yes, but oh, big mistake. Okay, let's go back. See, big mistake. It shouldn't be here. Oh, I did a really big mistake. I did a really big mistake. Okay. Oh, all right. I need to do something. Yeah. Okay. I don't know what I did in here, but yeah. So, all right. Script. That is here. So let me go. This was a really big. It was a really big mistake, but I can change that. So let's duplicate this. Call it options menu. And let's go here, remove this, add a new one, scripts, load this one. Right now, this is, I don't think this is working correctly in the signals. Is this the options menu? Well, the post menu, let's do a post menu here, but well, that's one. Okay. So this is okay. So okay, all right. So those are okay. Those are not. This is not. So okay. Whenever this happens, if you're using version control, this is easy. So what I will need to do is go to my Git. Okay, I will go where my post menu is. I will check the changes. So this is not okay. So I think is this one. Well, I will revert this file. Yes. Okay. So let's see my options menu. Yeah, that's okay. My main menu did change. Wait, how did it change? Okay, so that should not be there. So let's revert that also. Oh, no. Well, bummer. That should be there. Well, I lost just an option there, but it's okay. Can remove that. Okay, so now if I go to my post menu, I have just the functions, okay, in my post menu. So let's go to my post menu scene, because I want to check this is still working correctly. And yes, this seems to be working correctly. And that's it. So yeah, okay, so on my main menu I need to go to my options and we do the on options pressed, and as you can see it's not doing anything, so let's disconnect that. So my options button, let's do that again, so connect that to the main menu there, and that's it. So yeah, right, so my main menu, yeah, all right. Okay, so now that should work. Let me pause my music to see how it sounds. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Alright, so it's okay. Alright. Okay. So my audio manager, my music should be on 0 volume on their volume. So okay. Alright. Okay, done. So now here on my audio manager, sound music, so my sound, yeah, I don't, that will be, that is not, so it will be dm options dot sound volume, and this will be my dm options dot music volume. Okay, so I don't need to do this. So these signals are not needed. These are not needed. So these signals are gone. Signals gone. Okay. So my audio manager, yeah, this we don't need that. And what we will do, so here, when playing audio, I have my playback dot play stream. Audio clip, and then we have the offset, it's that 0 volume. Okay, well, I think we need to add, yeah, we need to add this, yes, we will need that. So now I need to keep those, and what I need to do is in my options menu, do a here to ATM signals dot music volume change dot emit for music volume and signals dot sound volume emit current sound quality. Alright, in here in my audio manager we would say if so okay, so let's do a process function. So now we will need also a function set music enable disable music, and I need the enabled to be a boolean. This will be something. By the way, so what? Okay. So well, so pass for now, and function enable disable sound, enable disable and disable and pass. So okay, let's recap because I'm out of time. I'm really out of time. So let's recap what we have. So I already did the main menu dynamic background, and that's okay. So and I started to make the options menu and the sound options, and that's where we are right now. So next stream I will be making these signals where we will try to enable and disable the sound system. So yeah, I will so here I can do, because if I can do something like if PM options dot sound enabled. So if it's not enabled, then audio, what's called? Well, I can do a stop and return. So I can do something like that, but for music it's different. So here I will do a stop the music and disable. Yeah, something like that. We'll test that. So, okay, that's it for today. Um, yeah, I've been able to do a couple of things that were pending. So we are very, very close to a state of the game where it can be published. So yeah, keep tuned. I will see you next Wednesday. Let's see what we'll be doing in day 30. So I hope you like the stream. Thank you very much to be here. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you also. Always appreciate it. So that's it. See you next Wednesday. Bye bye.